Morning. It's just before 7 o'clock in the morning. Sometime early May. I think it's Wednesday. Not sure yet. Not that far along in my morning routine. Yeah, but here we are like this. It's beautiful. Blue sky. A little crisp. A little crisp still. I don't figure it's gonna climb too high. Been around 15 last couple days. I don't figure there's any appointments today. Dealt with grocery yesterday. Laundry's all but caught up. I just be fishing around for a load now. So that's cool. Everybody in our neighborhood is going through the generational upgrade. Remodeling, renovating, additions, new balcony, so on and so forth. They're stretching out. These neighbors along my whole strip, along the forest's edge, these guys are all economists, and they were standing right there at the edge of the dam when communism fell, and they just got totally filthy stinking rich, and continued to do so and be so to this day. And they're kind of, well, they're all dying, because that's what old people do. And now they're kids, right? Yeah, buying up neighboring properties, and everybody's stretching out. Now, what happened with our place was my father-in-law, who was the orchestrator of the whole neighborhood. He went in halvesies with another dude who lives downstairs from us, right? It's that type of place that you just knock out a wall and then it becomes all one place again, right? You know those kind of things, right? So he's downstairs, old like a troll, right? And we were upstairs, crammed all in there like toothpaste. Got 4 kids and 3 bedrooms all together. So, mix and match with that. And doop-a-doo. Yeah, so anyways, as he's getting on in years, and he been some instances where we had to drag him down to the hospital because of something or other. He gave us a phone call in the middle of the night and so on. So, we're like, hey man, maybe we should get something in writing about what's going to happen to your place, right? After you inevitably kick the bucket, right? And he was humming and hawing about it, and so then it came down to that we were gonna buy his place, and that we are buying his place, $100,000 a year over 6 years, right? And, if he happens to bite the big one before we're at the $600,000, then the rest goes into an account and is divvied up upon his wishes in his last will and testament, to be discovered after his death, right? So there's that. We're just about halfway through with that fucking bullshit. But so I guess we're doing like we're going through our own generational upgrade as well, right? Yeah, it's my father-in-law's place, Now, my father-in-law, I was one of the front men for the Solidarity Party that was responsible for the downfall of communism out here at the ends of the earth. He was an award-winning economist as well. His equations and textbooks are still being used in universities of economy throughout Europe, even today. I could go on and on about his accomplishments and accolades. As well, he could have too. He's dead now. Books have been written about his adventures. So at this point in time, recording this video for this video library, this contribution to this video library, so my mom's recently dead. Wife's mom is long since dead, and her dad was a couple years after that. My stepdad, he's dead. My presumed birth father is, like, I think still alive. And only Troll left on the pile. What's going on with that guy? Who knows? I don't know. Neither does Brother Bot number 3. But what was the point I was getting at? Yeah. So the inheritance to my wife was huge heap of helping of shares in an investment firm. And my oh my, has that investment firm really grown. Right? One of the CEO's recent speeches, he advised us on a few points to be careful and correct ourselves when we misspeak, because these days we're going to be dealing with the big B word, that's billions, right? We're not moving millions anymore, folks. We're moving billions. So that's exciting. But what I mean to say more to the point is that Ensign Peak is an investment firm. Wouldn't it be wonderful if my investment firm would be able to work with Ensign Peak? I think that would be wonderful. Sure, they're my wife's shares, right? If you want to get technical, okay? But the marriage laws out here at the ends of the earth are far closer to what you would call traditional. So at the very least, half those shares are mine, and so that would still give me quite a strong controlling interest in Ensign Peak if my investment firm. The CEO and I have traded maybe half a dozen sentences in 12 years since our introduction. Right, so I don't recall what I've blathered on about and what I haven't. But the gist I've come to so far is I think my presumed birth father is gay, but he's got very special blood, and you know those genealogy folks, those Mormons keeping track of everybody who's ever been, is, and will be. And you got your name in a file tucked away deep in a granite mountain somewhere. Yeah, talking about a bloodline, right? Well, they'd know. They'd know. I do dare hazard a guess they would fucking know. Baptism by proxy. What? So anyways, my presumed birth father has, and you know what? He's always been a blood fanatic, you know. Yeah, he even had his picture in the paper, him donating blood, because the blood truck was in town, and the newspaper was trying to encourage everybody to go on down. So the stock photo for that story was, yeah, my dad with his sleeve rolled up, my presumed birth father. Big blood fanatic. Loves vampires too. An extensive library on vampires, that guy in blood. So anyways, being a gay vampire, he was just not eligible for the Melchizedek priesthood. And so when the gay vampire conversion therapy didn't work out, and you know what, like the whole time it's because we thought it was from Transylvania parts, you know the Balkans, that like region in there, right? I've been to Bulgaria a couple times, and man, I got an affinity with that place, you know. And all the cleaning ladies in Bulgaria, I got this vague recollection of my mom in her face, in her eyes. So, anyways, the gay conversion therapy didn't work, but they squeezed a couple of us out, me and my brother. The brother that's next to me, not bot brother, is number 3. 4 of us all together. Number 4 is a golden child. So the bottom 2 are presumed to be from a different father than myself and number 2. Myself and number 2 are distinctly, undeniably different than brother bot 3 and golden child 4. distinctly different. Yeah. I mean, any resemblance is strictly when you stand our mother between us. As far as father is concerned, there's not a shred of similarity. But there's that. Yeah. So, the last couple of videos I've not listened back to it at all, and just kind of trying to do my best to recall if I claimed I was going to put any links in the description, but I think this one might be link free. It's just another handful of puzzle pieces, Right, I got no secret message. I think it's all pretty much laid out. It's all self-explanatory at this point. 5 years in with this video library. Way longer with minds.com. Well, if nothing else has come from this, I appreciate your fellowship, and I'm thankful for your time and attention.